Hi there, my name's Chris, I'm a bass player from the UK. Today I wanted to show you my Fender Pawnshop series Mustang. There she is. I do get asked quite a bit about this bass, so I figured I'd do a little YouTube video showing you all about it and how it sounds. Let's get into it. So here we are, this is the Fender Pawnshop series Mustang bass. It's Olympic white with Lake Placid blue racing stripe. It's got a 30-inch scale length on a rosewood fingerboard and a C-shaped maple neck. You can see there I've got it strung up with short scale, should have got medium. The reason why is this bridge has got a string through configuration, so you lose about an inch really. It's got this massive Fender humbucking pickup and solitary volume and tone controls. You can see the back of the neck here, bolt-on construction, and yeah, let's get into hearing how it sounds. So here we go, Mustang bass time. We're going to be doing some different techniques, fingerstyle, plectrum, palm muting, bits and bobs. I want to show you the different sounds I can get out of the bass. I also want to do some clean versus some affected signals, so nothing too hectic, but maybe some light fuzzes, distortions, maybe some octave, we'll see how we go. But I really wanted as well to try and emphasize the power of the tone control on this bass. Normally I leave them all the way to the top, like 10 out of 10, but this has such a impactful cut-off almost. It feels to me very reminiscent of like a filter control on a synth really. You can get having upper harmonic content to having pure fundamental low-end like sub, which I think is probably a combination of the massive pickup but compacted or compounded, sorry, with the flat wound strings. So yeah, let's get into it and do some playing. So here we go, just some fingerstyle stuff first with a clean DI. I'm going to play with like a medium touch, nothing too hard. I'm going to mainly focus on controlling and changing the tone to show you how that does affect the sound of the bass. So here we go, I'm going to play something now and then change the tone. Here we go. Cool, that was 10 out of 10 on the tone. Let's roll it down 50-50, so halfway down. See if you can spot the way the bass sounds different now. Cool, now I'm going to roll it all the way back. No tone, off. Let's see how that sounds now. Headphones on. Cool, next. Okay, cool, let's have a little look at playing with plectrum right now. I want to keep having a look at changing the tone control here. Hopefully from the previous section of the video you could really hear the difference when you do alter this. Yeah, I think it's a combination of the scale length, the string types being flat and the massive pickup. It does lend itself to having a very subby sound. So let's have a little go with plectrum. I'll play like a medium kind of attack on the pick, some light palm muting, and then we'll fiddle with the tone and then maybe add some drives and fuzzes and see what you think. So let's have a little go now. All bass players' favourite sound check key, E minor, let's do it. Cool, I'll now put the tone halfway. Hear the difference? Let's take the tone all the way off. Very subby. So let's do that same kind of approach, kind of sound, but let's add a little bit of distortion maybe. So let's have a little go with this. So let's turn that up a little bit. Okay, so same riff, or same type of riff, tone all the way back up. Sounds okay. Let's turn that tone halfway down. Tone all the way off. Let's see how that sounds now. Cool. So, it has a synth-esque quality to it. So let's have a little look now. Let's do octave and fuzz. Woo, that's loud. Wow, it's pretty hoofy, right? So that's with the tone control all the way up. Let's roll that down to halfway position, see how that sounds different. Crazy. Let's roll that tone all the way back off. Has a very synth-like quality to that, doesn't it? Cool. Okay, cool. So we've seen some different styles of playing, some different sounds, some tonal options from this bass. Lands me to my next sort of statement, really, or thought, which is where is it going to be best used? I have had several occasions when I've taken this bass thinking it would be perfect, and it hasn't quite worked out. So I've taken it to production rehearsals for tours, and the front house guy has said to me, you can't take that bass, it sounds too basic compared to other basses. So I think for me, as a studio tool, killer, really gives me some creative ideas. I love the feel, I love the sound, but when I'm playing with the band, I think if I was playing kind of an old school set with more, you know, R&B sort of influenced lines or more kind of old school sensibilities, I think I could dial the EQ of the amp to make the entire set sound great and applicable. If I was to drop it in and out and change from this bass to that bass, I think I'd have to do some pretty heavy tonal presetting to match the output or certain EQ shaping, basically, which might be a bit of a pain in the ass. But for me, yeah, I feel that it definitely suits itself to that kind of like soft, old school touch. I love that kind of playing. It sounds really good. I think that kind of stuff works really well. Either that or having some crazy affected kind of signal. But for me, I think as a tool, it's a great tool. As a bit of fun, it's awesome. I think if I was to maybe string up some rounds on it, it might be a bit more usable. In its current form, it is super subby, but it's cool. Anyway, I hope you found the video interesting. If you have, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe would be useful. I'm going to start doing more and more content, so if you have any ideas or approaches or basses I've got in the background you can see or stuff you want to learn, let me know. I'm going to do more hopefully useful videos for you guys. But yeah, thanks a lot. See you again.